And gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back for week 4 of the regular season, where the New York Jets are going to be going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And before we do anything, we're just going to take a look at the offense and defense, take a look at the team real quick, and see how it's looking. So Dez Bryant has got a high confidence. I mean, he's been dominating. He's been doing a very, very good job, and he's almost able to level up again, which is nice. He's got an 84 confidence, giving a +2 to almost everything. He's going to be amazing. We're going to continue. I mean, I hope to re-sign him when it comes time for that. So, that'll be nice. Quincy Nunwa's been doing a very good job in the slot. Robbie Anderson as well at wide receiver number 2. Albert Wilson coming in occasionally in the slot, and, other receivers respectively. Left tackle, Kelvin Beachum has done a decent job. Brandon Shell's done a less than fantastic job. Jari Evans is doing a mediocre job. Spencer Long is alright, and Richie Incognito is actually had a pretty good game yesterday, doing a very good job opening up running lanes as well as just being in general a good pass blocker. So the big thing though is tight end. Tyler Kroft got hurt, and he was our best tight end. He's 6'6", has 81 speed, good catching, good acceleration, pretty decent route running. I mean, his route running isn't anything crazy, but pretty solid. But we did get Tanner McAvoy back, so with one injury, we got one back. And I mean, he's got solid route running as well. And he's also much, much, much faster with 87 speed, so he's going to be a much, much bigger mismatch, especially being 6'6". I mean, his catching could use a little bit of work, and his awareness could use some work, but he's a scheme fit, and he's going to be nice. As well as we also have Clive Walford, who's going to be getting involved as well. Moving on to defense, Alvaro Bowman. So we did get Steve McLendon back, so that'll be nice to have at D-tackle. David Bass and Cameron Wake have been doing a very good job. Tano Passanese has been doing a very good job at rush D-end. Cameron Wake had 2 sacks last week, as well as Tano Passanese had 2 as well. Trey Boston is paid for himself. I mean, he's here on a 1-year contract, and I'm definitely re-signing him. But he is definitely paid for himself. I mean, he's the 11th ranked free safety in the league. He's top 8%. He is dominating. I mean, literally, he had 6 tackles. He had like 9 total or something. I mean, looking at his stats, I mean, 2014, I mean, he hasn't had a crazy... His best year was last year when he played for the Chargers, I believe. Chargers or Panthers, he had 102 tackles, 5 picks. I mean, I don't know how he became a free agent. He had 5 picks, 102 tackles. He dominated last year. And this year, he's already off to a good start. 10 tackles, 8 assisted, 18 total, 1 pick, 3 tackles for a loss, no sacks, but... I mean, he's doing an amazing job already. So, I mean, I'm really hoping that he can continue to do so for us. Navarro Bowman, as well as leading this team, he's doing a very good job. So what we're going to do, since, I do believe in it, is that since Trey Boston's going to be with us much longer than Richie Incognito, Richie is no longer a captain, and Trey Boston is being promoted to a captain. He's paid for himself. He literally deserves it. He's dominating games. He's making big plays. So our defensive captain, I mean, our defense has more captains than anything. DRC is a captain. Trey Boston's a captain. Navarro Bowman's a captain. Jamal Adams is a captain. Cameron Wake is a captain. Is Tremaine Johnson a captain as well? He's not. He's not earned that yet. Offensively, I don't even think we have. I mean, Jamal Charles is the only offensive captain that we have. Dez Bryant has not earned a captain's badge. He does not deserve one. I mean, Robbie Anderson hasn't earned one. I mean, Quincy Nunwa hasn't earned one. I mean, Tyler Kroft might earn one at some point. I mean, if we get an offensive lineman or a player, I mean, DeMarco Murray hasn't even earned one. I mean, there's just so many players that should get one that don't because they just don't have, they haven't shown me enough for it. Trey Boston has dominated on the defensive side of the football. Navarro Bowman has come out and gotten better. I mean, he's been playing way better than he should be, and he's playing like he used to. I mean, just look at his stats on the year so far. I mean, he's doing an amazing job. Yeah, he's been in the league since 2010, but so far he's got 19 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack. I mean, his best sack year was 5. So he's already 1/5 of the way to his best sack year. Most INTs he had in a season was 2. 2013 was his best year. He had the most insane year. He had 170 tackles. His most tackle year was 2012, the year before, where he had 200. So, I mean, if he can stay on par and just continue to dominate, I mean, he'll be even better. And then Jamal Adams is already continuing to impress me. And then Tremaine Johnson's doing a pretty solid job. Cameron Wake's doing much, much better. DRC's doing better. Vernon Hargreaves. I mean, this whole defense is just, I'm so prideful on it. Looking at specialists, though, still Lucky Whitehead doesn't want to give... Lucky Whitehead, who's on IR right now, he's on injured reserve. He still doesn't want to give up his number 13 to DeAnthony Thomas. So, I mean, that's still in talks, and it's not really in talks. It's just I haven't gotten around to doing it. But I do like to play it off as it's in talks. DeAnthony Thomas hasn't quite earned it yet, as he says. I mean, though DeAnthony Thomas has been in the league longer than Lucky Whitehead. Richie Incognito actually is our long snapper. I thought I had Jordan Leggett as our long snapper, but I guess not. So Richie Big Rich is going to be the long snapper. Our specialist is going to stay the same. Power back is still going to be Davion Smith. Third down is going to be Jamal Charles. Quincy's going to stay our slot receiver. Vernon Hargreaves is going to stay in the slot at corner. He's done an amazing job as slot corner. Cameron Wake and Passanier are going to stay at defensive my rush ends. Neville Hewitt doing an amazing job at sub linebacker, and Henry Anderson is going to continue being my rush defense. Without any further ado, training is done. Scouting is done. No need to negotiate contracts. I'm not quite there with who I want to re-sign yet. Let's head into this game, playing at the Jaguars. But before we hop into it, this is an 84 overall Jaguars team. But I want to take a look at the Jaguars roster and see who they have that we are going to be going up against. At QB, they've got Blake Bortles, Cody Kessler, and Tanner Lee. Tanner Lee's actually pretty good. Blake Bortles is pretty solid. He's going to be a scrambling back. They have Leonard Fournette, TJ Yeldon, and Corey Grant. So Leonard Fournette's going to be their ground and pound. Nobody's injured so far. Tommy Bohannon's a decent fullback. Now Marquise Lee, Dede Westbrook, and Keelan Cole. So they have, two, very quick backs. They also have DJ Chark and Dante Moncrief with Rashad Green Sr. as their kicking punt returner, I believe. Tight end, they got ASJ. I believe we traded him. He was picked up in the free agency, or in a trade or something along those lines. So he wasn't there on the team when I started up. They got Niles Paul as well, who's got 87 speed at tight end. They got 86 speed Austin Safarian-Jenkins. They've also got Ben Koyak and James O'Shaughnessy, so a very solid tight end core. Cam Robinson, Andrew Norwell, Brandon Linder, AJ Cann, and Jeremy Parnell are their offensive linemen. Very solid offensive line. D-ends, they got Calais Campbell. They got Yannick Ngakwe. They got DTs Malik Jackson and Marcel Darius. So their D-line's going to be crazy. Their outside linebackers, Miles Jack. Ray Malaluga, their middle linebackers are a little bit lacking. Telvin Smith is their other right outside linebacker. At corner, they got Jalen Ramsey and AJ Bouye. They got safety Tashawn Gibson. They got strong safety Barry Church. And, they're crazy. They're a crazy set. And nobody's hurt for them, I don't think. I don't think I saw a single injury. We'll take, not depth chart. Whoops. I meant to go injury report. I want to see. I doubt there's a single one there. And if they do, it's not a big one. There's not a single injury for the Jaguars, yet we've got a bunch still. The Lions have solid injuries. There's not really a bunch of teams that have them. The Skins, Chris Thompson got hurt. DeShazer Everett got hurt. But those are preseason injuries, I believe. Steelers. So we never. If we play the Steelers, we don't have to worry about Ryan Shazier until next year. And then everyone else is just. Stephon Tuitt's the only other guy that I got to worry about. And Sean Davis. So those guys are only in a couple more weeks. Titans. Blaine Gabbert. There aren't really any big names. Kelvin Benjamin got hurt in the Bills. Ooh. No big names. Jason Pierre-Paul, who's now on the Bucks, he got hurt. He's out for the year. That's a pretty big loss for them. As well as Jamar Taylor on the Cardinals, who's out for a couple more weeks. Hunter Henry out for a bunch of weeks, so if we play the Chargers, we don't have to worry about him. Other than that, I'm not really seeing anything. There isn't really anybody that making a big difference is getting hurt is going to, really impact games. So we're going up against a full health Jacksonville Jaguars squad and we've got to hope for the best. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and set their unis first. They are the home team. Alternate classics. That's their 22, or that's their 2000s. We're gonna let them rock their 2000s alternate classics, and we're gonna go ahead and rock the 1960s classic away. So a nice game of alternate uniforms. So far, it's just continue winning. We want to get 4 more sacks if we can. Calais Campbell has been dominating as a run stopper, but he's also a good pass rusher. Telvin Smith has 35 tackles on the year. Jesus. He's been racking them up. Jalen Ramsey has 17 tackles and 1 INT. I mean, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie isn't too far behind him. They have lost a game, though. Deshaun Gibson, 10 tackles. Jamal Adams has 11. And Marquise Lee is dominating, has a ton of reception. So here we go, is this amazing intro. These amazing intros. I love these intros. They do an amazing job with it. I like the whole graphic style. It's very crisp. So the New York Jets have only won 1 Super Bowl in their entire existence, and that was Super Bowl III. Jacksonville Jaguars have never won a Super Bowl, and I don't think they've ever been to a Super Bowl. So here we go. We are in Jacksonville, Florida, here for this Week 4 matchup as Blake Bortles and his Jaguars take on Teddy Bridgewater and the New York Jets. A very overcast afternoon as we get ready to kick off. We've got a very nice Jets team here that's been dominating the past 3 games, already off to a 3-0 start against a Jaguars team that's off to a 2-1 start. Jamal Charles has 22 carries, 104 yards, 1 touchdown last week, and his longest carry was 21 yards. That's going to be a very nice thing to see. We're going to try and continue that trend of 100 yards a game. That's going to be the goal. Rashad Green Sr., 4 returns, just shy of 100 yards, 100 return yards for Rashad Green. And the kickoff by Kairos Santos, the former Kansas City Chief. It's going to be back to Rashad Green Sr. He's going to bring it back, and Green is going to pick up good return there, bringing it out to the 29-yard line. Taking a look at Blake Bortles and this off. Look at those jerseys. Good crispness. Jeez. 693 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Blake Bortles is off to a fantastic start here in Jacksonville. I mean, that proves why they're a 2-1 start. I mean, I don't know who they played previously. So we're going to go ahead and get going here on defense and letting the CPU take control of the play calling. Seemed to work last week. So we're going to go ahead and let them continue to make the same calls. So Blake Bortles is going to be starting off in the gun with TJ Yeldon to his right, calling play action to start. A quick pass incomplete, intended for D.D. Westbrook that time. Not a great start for Blake Bortles. Off to an 0-1 incompletion. Here's a look at the Jaguars offense. We've already gone over it. Andrew Norwell was the big free agent pickup. And Leonard Fournette, the rookie, who's been dominating from LSU. So let's see if Trey Boston can continue his trend and live up to the captain badge that he just earned. Let's see how long he can hold it. Here we go, handoff to TJ Yeldon, wrapped up that time by Neville Hewitt. We're going to get a look at this Jets defense. Back is Steve McLendon and Henry Anderson. David Bass, Cameron Wake. Pulling out that D-line. Navarro Bowman, Jordan Jenkins, Avery Williamson. Dominating at the linebacker position. DRC, Jamal Adams, Trey Boston, and Tremaine Johnson. As 3 of those secondary players are all captains on this team. Jamal Adams is the deep safety. Blake Bortles looking to throw with plenty of time. Finds his man from USC. That is Marquise Lee. Former USC Trojan. Making a play there on the comeback route. Beat his man. I don't know who was playing on him. That's Tremaine Johnson. Was in charge of coverage on that play. But again, like I said, trying to continue the trend of good defense. here we go. First down for the Jags. Under center there's Fournette in the backfield. Pump fake there from Bortles. He's got all day to throw. Cameron Wake chasing him down. And D.D. Westbrook makes the catch. What a play. And the Jaguars strike first. What a play as the Jaguars strike first. Not a great start as the defense got completely burned by D.D. Westbrook. Trying to come off the edge, almost had a field goal, or almost had the PAT block there. Nortman, I believe, was, or whoever number 4 is, was able to make the play. Back to return is going to be DeAnthony Thomas. Kick. Anthony Thomas is just going to let it go out of the back of the end zone. So he's going to haul that in, and no return for him. Out comes Teddy Bridgewater, who didn't have a passing touchdown last week, but had a pick. He had to do his interception total, and he's got 759 passing yards already this season. So, going to continue the trend of trying to go after a 4,000-yard season. This game is going to be a lot of running, or a lot of passing, or a lot of mix, like they have been. Because, of course, we've got goals for everybody. Teddy Bridgewater wants to throw for a bunch of yards, but then Jamal Charles wants to run for a bunch. Oh, geez, big play there by the outside defensive end, making a man miss. Jamal Charles tried to cut inside and go upfield, but Calais Campbell, I don't think he brought him down. I think Jalen Ramsey brought him down. But good carry on his first carry, pick up a first down for Jamal Charles. And he's been brought back to form. He's done a very nice job. Also, if anyone was interested, I do have a draft class for anybody that is from my old high school. Teddy Bridgewater with time, and he's going to scramble, sliding for a first down. Oh, nope, looks like he's going to be cut short down at the 1. All to 2nd and 1 here. So far, the ground and pound game seems to be working just fine. Yannick Ngakoue on that right side. Look how big Calais Campbell is. Making a man miss. And wrapped up again, speaking of Yannick Ngakoue. And actives are not too many left. Only a week left, and then we get Leonard Williams. You know, after this week, Leonard Williams, Marco Murray, and Orleans Darkwa all come back. And, you know, we've got pretty much everybody back. So, it'll be a nice thing to have. 3rd and 1. And the big first down pickup, but that might be brought back as there might be a holding call. The big run there on 3rd and 1. Offense. That might make it a 3rd and 11. And that's going to be on the guard, Richie Incognito, who I don't think he had a penalty last game. So that's going to call upon the pistol formation here for Teddy Bridgewater. Behind him is Davion Smith. He's dropping back. He's looking. He's going to test it deep. And I think he overthrew his man. Intended for Chris Conley that time. That would have been a big play, but punt here for Lachlan Edwards. His first punt of the night. Back to return, Rashad Green Sr. Oh no, I guess Rashad Green scored the touchdown earlier. I thought that was D.D. Westbrook. Or no, it might have been D.D. Westbrook. Looks like Cody Davis going to get hurt on the play. I can't remember who scored the touchdown. Pretty sure it was D.D. Westbrook. I'm pretty sure he beat the defense. So out comes this very deadly Jacksonville offense who's already scored. So I was hyping up the secondary and they got burnt. Looks like they're going to run it here. They got a weird formation here. Looks like it's going to be a motion with Varian Jenkins and a handoff to Yeldon. There it is. And wrapped up that time by, looks like Navarre. Nope. Neville Hewitt makes the tackle on the play. Here we go. Trey Boston. Bortles in the gun. He's looking. He's going deep. And almost caught D.D. Westbrook that time. Nice job by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie on the defense. And chased down. Bortles almost sacked by Henry Anderson. Like Cook on, I believe it's, yeah, that's Cook for the punt. Here we go, DeAnthony Thomas on the return. He's going to bounce it outside, chased down by Barry Church. Makes a man miss on the spin. Nice return there for DeAnthony Thomas. Here we go. After a beautiful return and a good first down carry of 4 yards, almost busted that for a bigger gain for Jamal Charles. Get a look at this Jets offense. Look at this offensive line. Spencer Long, Richie Incognito, Jari Evans. Tanner McAvoy back in action at tight end. Here we go. Up and back, throwing a quick pass. Des Bryant caught but incomplete. Here's a look at the Jaguars defense. They're very potent and deadly defense. Up and back, Bridgewater looking, firing. Almost caught Bryant that time. So already off to an 0-3 start for Teddy Bridgewater. So not a great start, still down 7. Still early in this game though, and a good punt there. Can he pin him? Oh, nope. Looks like didn't get a lucky bounce. Alright, with about 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Play action coming down. Boston almost with a sack. Leonard Fournette gains about 9. Oh, and an incomplete pass there. And off Tommy Bohannon, who picks up the first down. I'm back finding the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins on the catch, wrapped up there by Jamal Adams. So 1st and 10 with about 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Hand off TJ Yeldon. Wrapped up there. Neville Hewitt doing a very nice job.
Let's go. Green 80.
That's going to stop him there. 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Okay, baby, I see you. Set. Green 80. Green 80. Green set.
Oh, almost picked. Not a great start. Hunt. Back. Trying to make some moves. Makes a man miss. Oh, brings it out just shy of the 20. Called it the 19. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go in the gun. We're gonna go and try and get the passing game. We really are struggling with the passing game. Try and find something just to get us rolling here. Dropping back and looking and rolling out. Firing a laser. Caught Des Bryant that time. Finally, who's able to find his favorite, one of his favorite targets. Hit Des Bryant. Here we go. Play action intended for Charles, but he's gonna quick pass here to Tanner McAvoy. Tanner McAvoy makes a man miss. The former Seahawk wide receiver now turned tight end. And he's 6'6" and 200 and change pounds. So, I mean, not surprising.
Here we go. Gotta go.
Here we go. Handoff. Charles tries to bounce it. Decent block from Walford, but wrapped up that time by Booyah. Brings up a 2nd and 7. The gun, empty out. Going out, Teddy Bridgewater using his legs to slide forward for a first down. I think it's going to be one of those games. Good coverage means a lot of exposed. On a stick play. Just change it up. No one on the same play, but stay in the same position. We're dropping back once again and trying to get going, but wrapped up there by number 97. Bringing up a 2nd and 6. And off. Davion Smith bouncing outside. And he's going to try and stiff arm and does pick up a first down off the stiff arm. Quick pass here to Nunwa. Nunwa is going to get wrapped up quickly there. Sean Gibson going to wrap him up. Here we go. And Robbie Anderson's going to be to that right side. They have a height advantage. Does slightly, but fire a laser to Robbie Anderson. He's going to cut outside. Beat Jalen Ramsey on the quick slant.
Gotta go.
I'm trying to hand it off to Jamal Charles here. And Charles, can he get in? He breaks the plane for a touchdown. Jamal Charles. Nice run, and he gets hit into the end zone by helping defenders.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
And the Jets score it or tie it up with about a minute left in this first quarter of play. So already, both teams have scored. Back return, Rashad Green Sr. He's going to get wrapped up this time by 95. Josh Martin on the tackle. Drops back out Blake Bortles. He led the Jaguars to a playoff berth. Now, technically he didn't do it. Technically it was that defense that they have led him to a playoff berth, and I think a playoff win. Well, Leonard Fournette wrapped up by Henry Anderson and Jamal Adams. President getting in there for a tackle. Quick pass there, broken up. Nice job by Tremaine Johnson.
Here we go. Green 80.
Empty set for Bortles. He's going to look, and he's going to throw, and broken up again that time. Looks like Neville Hewitt got there. And here's D'Anthony Thomas back to return once again. He's going to bounce to the left side. He's got lots of space. Make a man miss. He's going to cut back inside and almost broke one. Again, he's on the verge of breaking these. He brings it back to the 43-yard line. Very, very nice return for D'Anthony Thomas once again as he's continuing to solidify his position as our kick and punt returner. Bouncing outside, Jamal Charles. Tries to cut inside. Nice tackle by Jalen Ramsey. And the first quarter of play is move on to the second quarter as both teams are tied. Big plays by both teams. First score was on a huge deep pass to D.D. Westbrook. And the Jets came back and drove down the field and ran it in with Jamal Charles. We're going to go with a counter play here to Jamal Charles. Oh, he got stuffed. He didn't have a second to get through that hole. Elias Campbell wraps him up that time. And we're up 3rd and 8. Here we go. Under center, drop back, looking, and strip sacked. Jamal Charles picks it up. He's trying to make something out of nothing. And that sack is going to be a little bit less than what it was. And coming out to punt, Lachlan Edwards once again. Not a great start offensively. I mean, we had one good drive to score a touchdown, but since then, pretty much lackluster and way too much on that punt. Not quite able to get it before the end zone. Ocean, Niles Paul, over to the left side, and Fournette in the backfield, dropping back. He's got time, and no pressure coming as, oh, but wait, Cameron Wake's there. He wraps him up for a sack. Here we go. Bortles again after the sack. Austin Spray and Jenkins makes a nice catch to help move the chains. Third and 5 is now the down and distance. TJ Yeldon to his left. Bortles in the gun. Empty set. He's looking. Chased down, and that's going to be sacked. Tano pass and brings him down. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to return is DeAnthony Thomas. Here's Cook to punt. DT's already had a bunch of big plays on kick return. He makes one man miss, but not able to make another man miss as he brings it out to the 41. So good punt and kick returns for DeAnthony Thomas today. He's just really feeling He's really feeling the kick and punt return. Looks like there's going to be a blitz, so we're going to go ahead and shift the line to the right side. And here comes the play action from the blitz. And looking, with time, throwing a laser, and caught incomplete by Clive Walford. Tried to make the catch on, or tried to make the throw on the run there under pressure. Here we go. Dropping back. Firing a laser for Des Bryant. Makes a nice catch and first down conversion. The quick curl makes the first down possible. Alright, here we go. We're in a different place. We've been running that one that was down middle. Same Texas concept. Play here, dropping back, Teddy B looking, firing. Trying to spin him out by Tanner McAvoy, but made the nice catch for a couple of yards. Not as much as I would have liked, but 2 receptions for Tanner McAvoy in his debut in the regular season after he was injured in the preseason. And Anunwa in motion to the left, dropping back, Bridgewater, firing a wide open Tanner McAvoy. He tries to make Barry Church miss, but to no avail. Wrapped up there by Miles Jack. His 3rd reception today, though. Looking very nice.
Get set, get set.
We'll look to run to the right side. That's Calais Campbell's side. He's going to break. Oh, he made Calais Campbell mix, but he got mixed in between. Looks like Malik Jackson, sorry, and Miles Jack. Try and keep it on the ground here. We've got Jamal Charles still in the game. Run it to the left. The handoff, and tried to break one, but wrapped up again. Calais Campbell racking up tackle after tackle today. Bringing up 3rd and 10. Probably shouldn't go play action here. Probably should look for something different, but we're going to go play action anyway. We're going to drop back, and we're going to look. We're going to roll to the left. We're going to roll. We're going to fire. No, and he's forced a sack. It's going to be Cody Davis on the sack, his 3rd tackle. So we're going to go 4th and 11 and call on the field goal unit for Kairos Santos' kick, which will be up and good for 3, giving the Jets the lead by 3 halfway into this 2nd quarter. And kickoff here now. Out of the back of the end zone, overturned for Rashad Green. Here we go, an incomplete pass. Knocked away there by, looks like, Steve McClendon. And calling upon a 2nd and 10. Handoff Fournette. Wrapped up by one man, Vernon Hargraves bringing him. Here we go. Play action for Bortles, going way deep, broken up, but almost caught again by Keelan Cole. Brings up a 4th and 11. D'Anthony Thomas back again, wants to return, makes one man miss, tries to make a second. But again, not quite able. Paul Charles is again having a very, very nice day on the ground. We're going to run the left here. Handoff. Davion Smith bouncing to the outside. Lowering his shoulder, running through one contact, and he's going to get wrapped up. Barry Church.
Here we go. Gotta go.
Dropping back with time. Rolling left. Throwing away. No one open. And scrambling and picking up a first down. Teddy Bridgewater once again. And here we go, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Going left and sacked. Yannick Ngakoue with his second sack. It'll be a loss of 8. As Saxonville is welcoming the New York Jets with open arms. Handoff here and a bounce. Cut back and wrapped up that time. Dante Fowler Jr. Tried to cut it back and picked up a yard. Brings up a 3rd and 17. Again on the play. It's going to look like Tanner McAvoy is going to be the focused target here. Dropping back. He's going to fire one for McAvoy, but picked up by Jalen Ramsey, but there's a flag on the play, but it's probably holding on the offense, so it's going to be holding on the defense. Holding on the defense. So Spencer Long held. They're going to take the pick. And they tried to test Tanner McAvoy in one-on-one with Jalen Ramsey. And that just wasn't a smart idea, but I mean, at least we tried it. He was under a lot of pressure. Didn't have a lot of time. Handoff to Fournette, who's going to power through, but almost broke through Trey Boston. But Boston is just a secure tackle. He's just wrapping up everybody that comes his way. So here we go. That's his first tackle today, though. Looks like Trey Boston's going to be on duty. Westbrook. Man coverage. Run a man blitz. 2nd and 4. We're going to go draw play here. And big, bounced off the contact of Jamal Adams and wrapped up there by Neville Hewitt and Trey Boston. After he picks up the first down. Go run by Fournette and wrapped up Jordan Jenkins. Too easy for Jordan Jenkins, as Leonard Fournette has had no running room today. They're really trying to get something going on the ground, but they just have not quite had Leonard Fournette been able to break free. Here's another draw play by Fournette, bouncing outside, but immediately wrapped up by Cameron Wake. As Fournette is going nowhere. That's going to bring up the 2-minute warning here in this first half of play, and do remember, the Jets will gain possession in the second half to start off. That is hopefully going to give D'Anthony Thomas a chance to return it. And maybe break one to find out. Here's Marquise Lee being guarded man-to-man by Trey Boston. And that's going to be a sack by Cameron Wake for his second on Blake Bortles today. Bringing up a 4th and very long. And another punt here for Cook. Anthony Thomas is going to be the return man. They're going to chew it down as far as they can, down to 2 seconds. And Cook, that's going to be a high arcing punt. And the fair catch called by Anthony Thomas. He's not going to risk it. No need to risk it when you're at the 31. With 1:11 and 3 timeouts, can the Jets go out and drive down and score and at least get into, field goal range? Get a field goal or so? We will find out. That is a high possibility happening. Motion, Robbie Anderson. And dropping back and looking and dumping. Makes one man miss. And tries to make Jalen Ramsey miss. But probably should have gone with a spin instead of another juke. I'm going to go no huddle here, actually. They're going to look to toss it left. It looks like Jalen Ramsey just switched sides. Not a good look. I'm not happy about Jalen Ramsey being over there. Back block and nothing more. Kelvin Smith makes the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 10. They're going to be looking to pass it here. Second tackle for a loss by Kelvin. 40 seconds left. They're not going to really worry about the timeouts, as they do have the lead by 3. Most they're going to be looking for is just drive down and get in field goal range, but also keep the clock going. If they make a big play here and convert, they'll probably consider it. Here we go. Teddy Bridgewater scrambling and picks up a first down. They're going to go and call a timeout. First down run there by Teddy Bridgewater to move the sticks just a little bit, to move them a little bit closer. Field goal range. You need about the 30-yard line in order to get in field goal range for Kairos. Dropping back, and he's looking. He's going to be looking to find Des Bryant, as he does. But he's going to be picked off by A.J. Bouye. The 2 picks on back-to-back drives. This one intended for Des Bryant. Again, you're going up against elite corners. These guys are going to lock you down. 2 times where against any other corners, they would have been catches. But A.J. Bouye was able to make that play on the ball. That's going to give these guys a chance to try and tie it up. Blake Bortles with time. He's going to throw an incomplete. 10 seconds remain on the clock. Are they going to take a knee, or are they going to? No, they're going to go. They're going to keep going for it. 10 seconds left. Here we go. Right side is Yeldon. Dropping back. And looks like he might go deep. Oh, he's going to throw it away. He felt the pressure. 3 seconds left. Are they going to go for it? They are going to go for it. They're going to go for the Hail Mary. I'm definitely going for the pick this time. I'm gonna go for the pick. If they throw it up in Hail Mary, I'm definitely going for the stats on this. Just it's a stats play. Well, pick it. Oh man, he tipped around, jumped around, and no pick for anybody. But that's going to end the first half as the Jets lead. This is a tight game. 2 picks by Teddy Bridgewater. No passing touchdowns by Teddy B. So 2 takeaways for the Jags, A.J. Bouye and Jalen Ramsey, respectively. Here's the halftime report. We're going to get a look at some of the teams around the league. Patriots-Dolphins interconference matchup. We really want the Dolphins to win this one. So far, they are in the lead, 10-7 with 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Brady throwing a pick and a touchdown. And Titans-Eagles, as the Eagles are 2-1, and the Titans are leading handily over the Eagles. Marcus Mariota with 3 touchdowns, almost 300 passing yards. Green Bay at Buffalo. We would like Green Bay to win this one, as the Bills are 2-1. Green Bay so far is losing this one. 17-7, down 10. Aaron Rodgers got to pull that team together. So really a decent matchup slate for the other teams, for the other games going on. Blake Bortles has had a pretty solid day. He's already thrown for 1 touchdown. He's heaved a cannon of a touchdown early in the game. So far, Jets have thrown 2 picks, passing the ball, trying to find ways to get their receivers open deep. Back to return is DeAnthony Thomas. He's going to take it out on the kick. He's going to go ahead and institute that speed that he's got. He's going to spin off a block, and he's going to pick it out, bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 5 extra yards over what he normally would have gotten. And this Jacksonville defense is tightening up a little bit. They're getting to be really, really good. Here we go. We're going to go play action here. Play action, first down. No handoff, but thrown away is there's a flag, and it might be roughing the passer on Calais Campbell unless They call intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding.
No, dang. They call intentional grounding, and that's going to make it a 2nd and 22 on the 18-yard line. So already backed up with the intentional grounding call. Tried to avoid the sack and just had really nothing he could do. We're going to go and send Des Bryant way deep. See if we can get a one-on-one matchup, and maybe we throw it up again to him. See what happens. Oh, we do get a one-on-one matchup with Des Bryant, and he almost makes the catch. Incomplete that time. Had it in his hands, but dropped it. So far, the Jets are winning, but barely. They're winning by a field goal. They got lucky, I think, with field position. Good special teams play, dropping back. Teddy Bridgewater trying to find something, rolling to his left, and he's going to scramble. He's got space. Tries to make a man miss. He's going to get wrapped up after a gain of about 12. Bringing it to a 4th and 10, so back to where they were started at. And they're going to go ahead and get rid of it. Lackland Edwards. So not a great start, as the Jaguars are going to gain an opportunity to drive down and tie it up or get the lead. Back to return is Rashad Green Sr. I keep wanting to say Racine Green. Blake Bortles coming back out as he's been under duress, gotten sacked a couple times. Cameron Wake has wrapped him up twice. Tano Passanier has wrapped him up once. So the duo with Passanier and Wake is really hitting home. And I'm really liking it. Here we go. Blake Bortles back. Firing. Sideline. Did he make the catch? No, he did not. Broken up that time by Trey Boston. Beautiful job there on the defensive coverage. Going to be on Terrence Brooks here. He's going to be running the QB spy here. It looks like they might be running it, in which they are. Big handoff. TJ Yeldon with a nice, almost, I mean, they'll go ahead and give it to him, or it might be in inches. Looks like they're going to give him the first down. TJ Yeldon, 5 carries, 21 yards. Not a bad performance for TJ. So handoff, TJ Yeldon hit hard by Passanier. Tackle for a loss for Tano. Second and 11. This Jets team has got to stop this Jaguars team on this drive. They've got to do it every drive, but so far they just need an opportunity to get the ball back. And a big stop there by Avery Williamson, someone whose name we haven't really seen too much this year, other than a few small sacks. And I think he also does have an interception. An interception would be huge in this game, as it looks like they're going to pass it. Bortles with plenty of time. Being chased and sacked again! Cameron Wake and Henry Anderson in on the sack that time. That's 4 sacks for this team. Anthony Thomas back to return once again as Cook is on to punt. And it's going to be a big punt. And he gets a block. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to make a man miss. And he's going to get wrapped up there by number 58. That's going to be Deion King, I believe. He is so close to breaking a lot of these. So it's just all that it is just hope, is just waiting for that one time where we break that one tackle. And he's gone. He's off to the races. Dropping back. Finding Clive Walford, make a nice catch and wrapped up there by AJ Bouye, the former Texan, and very underrated Texan too. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I think he's a little bit overrated. I think a lot of corners are overrated, to be honest. Corners that don't have the interception numbers, I think are overrated. Because if you think about it, really think about it, corners who have high interception numbers means that they're tested and they make plays on the ball. Corners who are, and those are good rated corners. Corners who are overrated are the corners that are like, the people don't test, and so they don't have the numbers, and they don't test them because they're scared. If you test them and you make plays on them, that's gonna be a sack by Yannick Ngakoue, his 3rd of the day. Yannick Ngakoue, one of the better speed rushers of this NFL of that team there, the Jaguars, but also in the NFL. Lachlan Edwards, another punt. So, in my opinion, players like Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie and Darrelle Revis, the players who aren't even tested but still make plays on the ball are the players that I think are perfectly rated. Players like Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, Darrelle Revis, Marcus Peters, Landon Collins. Players like that where, and even, people like Chris Harris and more, players like that. Players who have the interception numbers because they go out and make plays. It's not based on who they're guarding. It's based on them just going out and making plays. Whether it's, dropping back in zone and reading stuff. Richard Sherman's another one. There's so many people that have more numbers than Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Bouye because everyone's so afraid of throwing it to them, they think, oh, I'm going to throw it to him, it's going to be a pick. No, it's not. It's not automatic. If you test them, and they don't make a play, then what are they? They're called, they drop in rating, or people are like, oh, they're not as good as I thought they were. There's just so many, variables and, all that stuff that just, it really frustrates me when people are like, oh, Jalen Ramsey is one of the best in the league. Well, honestly, he's not, considering, he talks crap about everybody, and that's all he does. If he stops talking crap and focuses on just playing the game, he was talking trash about A.J. Green, saying he's not strong enough. Yet A.J. Green has made some of the biggest and most strength-inducing plays that are needed as a wide receiver, and there aren't very many strong wide receivers. Wide receivers aren't really required to be super beefed-up, jacked guys, because those are tight ends. Tight end, they're not required to be run blockers. They're required to go out, catch the football, make a couple people miss, and score a touchdown. They're not required to, oh, you need to pancake this guy into the ground on every play. You need to be able to stalk block this guy every single time you block him. So I just don't get that people think that A.J. Bouye is a little bit more quiet than, I will give him more props than I do Jalen Ramsey because, Jalen Ramsey talks too much trash at players. Yet still wide receivers like Julio Jones and everything, they aren't tested on purpose. Like, the Jaguars lose games against teams with good wide receivers like the Falcons and like the Bengals and like the Steelers and etc. Mike Evans is, when they play the Bucs, because what they do is they say, okay, so Mike Evans, you're not going to have a good day today. Your stats are going to suffer today because we're going to give Jalen Ramsey the benefit of the doubt and keep boosting his ego and saying that he's better than he actually is. And so we're just not going to throw in his direction. We're going to throw against the corners and safeties that are not as good as quote as good as he is. Because we know that you're not going to run your routes very hard. And it's just there's a lot of variables that I think could be thrown into this. And I could be wrong, but I just don't like that Jalen Ramsey and that A.J. Bouye are given more credit than they really deserve because Jalen Ramsey doesn't have the numbers. He doesn't have the stats. He doesn't have the what's the word? The baggage to back up what he's saying. He's saying, "Oh, you're so trash," or "You're decent," or "You're okay," or whatever. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what they were running. They're gonna go for the field goal, and I hate that it keeps telling me to run something that's not a field goal block. Because why would I run anything other than a field goal block? They're not, even if they fake it, they can't really audible out of this. So, anyway. This is going to be a 61-yard field goal attempt. And it has the distance, but he pulled it left. That's going to be Josh Lambo, former Charger, not able to connect on that field goal attempt. Go ahead and run it here. Get Davion Smith's feet moving again. Oh, breaking through one, Davion Smith. Almost goes the distance, wrapped up by the shoelaces by Tashawn Gibson. He plows through contact and almost breaks one for a huge touchdown run. Nice job, Davion. And that's what I like about Davion. He may not have the breakaway speed that like DeMarco Murray has. When he makes plays, big play here by Des Bryant for a touchdown. Give him the lead. Des Bryant. He's going to get into it with his team. He's feeling good about himself. He scored a touchdown. It's been a while since he scored a touchdown. Been a while since Teddy's thrown a touchdown pass. Going to get this team back on the board. exposing that defense for a huge touchdown. Nice action play on first down, setting it up with all those runs. 2 plays, 49 yards, 30 seconds. Nice quick score by the Jets, now relying on this defense to continue making plays. Back to what I was saying, I mean, and the Jets defense is not overrated. I am not saying that by any means. Saxonville is amazing. Calais Campbell, and that D-line, Marcel Darius, Malik Jackson, Telvin Smith, Dante Fowler, Yannick Ngakoue. I mean, that defensive line and linebacking core is amazing, and I give them full props and credit because they make plays. Now, they are missing Paul Posluszny, and sadly, he retired. I hate that he retired. He's an amazing linebacker. He had an awesome career, and he deserves everything. But, I mean, and that's a big loss to them at middle linebacker. But, I mean, they have Telvin Smith to make up for it. He's pretty much the only linebacker they need. He's tackled there by Bowman. And just, that defensive line and linebacking core is amazing. Their safeties are incredible, but the corners, in my personal opinion, as one man in the world, I think they're overrated. I think that there's still some proving that needs to be done by those corners in order for me to respect them enough. And Jalen Ramsey needs to shut his mouth more than he talks. He needs to stop talking as much as he does. And if he stops talking crap and he starts giving respect where it's due, then I mean, I'll respect him more. But if he's going to continue talking crap about wide receivers who play in the NFL for the first, for God's sakes. These guys are NFL receivers. You are not the only player in the NFL, Jalen Ramsey. There are more than other people, and you don't know what a lot of these people have gone through. A lot of these people have gone through a heck of a handbasket just to get to where they're at. People who've grown up, AJ Green, players like that. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow your guys' eardrums out. But, considering he talks crap about all-pro wide receivers, about wide receivers who will more than likely be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I guarantee you if he went up against Randy Moss, he would be talking crap about Randy Moss. And I'm talking, like, in the twilight of his career, in, like, the final games. That was a bad throw. That was just, yeah. I don't know what that was. I felt the pressure and tried to throw it quickly. Anyway. I bet he could go up against Randy Moss in his prime. Jalen Ramsey versus Randy Moss in his prime. And Jalen Ramsey would be trying to talk crap. He'd be saying, you suck, you're trash, you're weak, you're not good. Keelan Cole with a touchdown though. Jaguars turn that pick into 6. And that now puts them, after this made extra point, only down by 4 once again. Or only down by 3 once again, sorry. So, I mean, I just find it frustrating with what he does and what crap he talks. I mean, he could go up against Hall of Fame legends and he would talk trash about him. He'd say, "Oh, you're good. You're not good. You're trash. You're garbage." He'd tell Randy Moss he's trash. He'd talk crap just to talk crap because he just needs to talk. I mean, you got players like Darrelle Revis. Dude, Darrelle Revis rarely talked. Darrelle Revis locked up wide receivers for years. For like 12, 13, 14 years. Or something like that. And he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. I guarantee he's first ballot Hall of Famer when it comes his time. I mean, there are players that deserve it more than he does that aren't going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Nice catch, Robbie Anderson. Beautiful throw. Teddy Bridgewater. 3 picks today, though. I mean, the numbers are really stacking against us. Anyway. I mean, there are players that deserve... I mean, Joe Thomas, first ballot Hall of Famer. No doubt. Without question, Joe Thomas is a first... Oh, Jesus, Calais? Oh, man, they force him for a loss, jeez. 2nd and 12. Calais Campbell is just that good. He's just really, really good at what he does. He's a really, really good DN/D tackle. He's very good. I'd love to have him on my team. Oh, my D-line a crazy time. Is that going to be something that might be accomplished? Doubtful. Nice catch by Quincy Enunwa that time. Telvin Smith wrapping him up on the tackle, bringing up 3rd and 2. But it's just, there's a lot of players that really deserve it, and there's a lot of players that don't. I mean, I think Terrell Owens should have been in years ago. People were bringing up his off-the-field activities that didn't matter. They weren't pertinent to his Hall of Fame career. They literally weren't, and that's another pick. Ray Malaluga that time, intended for Tanner McAvoy, and 4 picks today for Teddy Bridgewater, and he's just struggling. And I mean, I think this might be a point where Sam Darnold gets brought in. Sam Darnold might need to come in to give Teddy a breather. Good wrap up there, trying to maneuver his way through traffic and not able to get anywhere. Leonard Fournette's having a really bad day today, really struggling to get on the ground. A minute and a half left in this 3rd quarter of play, though. So, again, I mean, this Jets team is doing good, but of course it could do better. Good jump cut there for Leonard Fournette, but I mean, defense is doing good. They're doing their best. They're playing very, very well. Offense, however, needs some work. We need a new left and right tackle. We're gonna need new guards. We're gonna need a new center. Oh, good pass break up there by Terrence Brooks. We're gonna need new linebackers at some point. I mean, we're gonna need a new right end. We're gonna need a new safety at some point. We're gonna need better corners. We need, honestly, the offense is my biggest focus. The offense is my biggest focus. If we can get the offensive line situation figured out, then I think that we've got a solid chance. So, we're going to go in, and Sam Darnold is going to come out. We're going to let him start. Or not start, but we're going to let him play. Almost the end of the 3rd quarter. We're struggling. Teddy Bridgewater's thrown 4 picks. Sam Darnold is going to come out. If he can make something happen, then I guess we'll keep him in. We'll let him keep playing as long as he doesn't throw picks and all he does is throw touchdowns. Unless he throws picks like that. So we're just handing picks to Saxonville. We're going to give them another chance to drive down and score touchdowns. So first play for Sam Darnold. His first NFL career throw in the regular season is an interception. Not a great start. Wrong person. I was wrong button. Blake Bortles to throw, wide open, D.D. Westbrook. And that's going to bring them within well within field goal range. So the New York Jets might come down to, or might get their first loss of the season today, as this Jacksonville team has been gifted with like 7 turnovers today. Play action. Chased, thrown, caught, sidelines, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. I do want to check that, though. Will they let me challenge it? They will. I want to check to make sure that he actually had possession. So Blake Bortles, upon further review, throws it. Austin Seferian-Jenkins gets 1. He got 2. He had, so that's possession. That's 1. That's 2. He was in. Good catch by ASJ. No need to waste another timeout. They're going to score here, and the Jets are going to need to score to tie, or to get the lead back. Big hit by that man, Cameron Wake. 2nd and goal. Now field goal will tie it, but a touchdown gives the Jags a lead. Will they score a touchdown? More than likely. They've been pretty much stalled by this defense multiple times. But I highly doubt they're going to be stalled for very long, especially on the goal line. I didn't really work on goal line defense too much. I worked on gap play. There's a draw play for Fournette, wrapped up that time by Neville Hewitt. Nice job by Neville. We're going to put third and goal here. But, again, I'm just spitballing when I throw stuff out there like that. When I'm just, saying about people who I think deserve Hall of Fame. I mean, I think, honestly, that the 49ers' Patrick Willis deserves to be a Hall of Famer. Did he have the lengthy career needed? No. Did he only play for like four years, I think? I mean, I could be a little off on that. I'm pretty sure he only played for 4 years. And then he retired. I mean, that sucked. He was one of my favorite players to watch. He was one of the best players of all time. I mean, of the 49ers linebacker history. And, you know, Navarro Bowman is also up there. So, I mean, there's a lot of, there's a lot of debate about that. Here's DeAnthony Thomas back to return. He's trying to find a hole. He's going to bring it out to the 35. The special teams has been amazing. Sam Darnold's going to continue to play. I'm going to start going in gun just because they're not giving me anything different than what we've already been running, and it's just not working. We're just going to run our own stuff. So I think if we're going to run our own stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and pull Teddy back in. We're going to go and hand off here to Jamal Charles. Fighting, and he's going to almost rip through Malik Jackson that time. Alright, Sam. Your time is up. Teddy, get back in there. I'm going to call my own plays. I'm done letting the CPU make decisions for me. We're going to make our own play calls. We're going to figure it out ourselves. Here we go. Dez Bryant, Quincy. We're going to let Quincy Nunley run a slant. That's going to pull. If they are running man-to-man, which does not look like they are. Nice catch, Quincy. Thank you for the first down. Barry Church, nice job reading that play. He came down and wrapped him up right quick. Didn't let him pick up too much. You're looking for the drag there by Robbie Anderson. Quincy Nunley is going to gun it. I'm going to go ahead and send Dez Bryant deep. Just go ahead and let him go man-to-man on that side there. Stepping up, quick pass, incomplete, forced by Miles Jack. Again, like I said, this Jaguars defense, or this Jags defense is tough. These guys have I mean, the coaching staff here and the general management has really built this defense to be one of the best. I mean, this is on par with some of the best defense I've ever seen. I mean, 85 Bears, the Giants when they had Lawrence Taylor. Here we go. Tight end Tanner McAvoy. Give me that block. Tanner McAvoy with 87 speed, and he's going to pick up a big first down. So those 4 picks are going to really ruin his QB percentage, but or his quarterback rating. But I mean, at this point, I really don't care. I just want to win. Isn't that always what you should really care about? Winning. Catch Albert Wilson, former Miami Dolphin, making the catch and run. You're going to pick up 8 on the reception. His first reception today for 8 yards. Not a huge day for him. Well, we're going to go and run a draw here on 2nd and 2. They stay in the same formation. In the draw, and immediately met as Kelvin Smith did. Up 3rd and 3. A field goal right now will give us the lead, of course, but touchdown will secure us a bigger lead. Secure a tie will be much more difficult. We're going to be looking for Kuhn out of the backfield. We're going to motion Robbie Anderson. Here's the motion. Kuhn makes the catch. He's going to bowl forward for a big first down. Nice job, John Kuhn, getting involved in this offense. And that's what I like about John Kuhn, is he's a utility back. Now, if I can find a running back who can run block, impact block, lead block, and pass block like a fullback, but is much better as a running back and can be used as a running back, by all means, we're going to go with him. But the chances that we find somebody like that are very slim, and I mean, I'm not going to put all my chips on the table to find somebody like that. John Kuhn is going to be kept in case of a blitz. No blitz. They do spy, and that's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue has 4 sacks on Teddy Bridgewater today. They ran a spy. These guys are sick and tired of Teddy Bridgewater picking up first downs. If Robbie Anderson can get going, he might have a chance on that left side to beat his man. Nope, that's another sack. Dante Fowler's first sack today. Dude, Jets have been under duress all game. They can't get the passing game open. They can't run the ball. It has literally been down to drive the ball, get lucky, and kick field goals. Because they've only scored 2 touchdowns. 1 passing, 1 rushing. That's going to give them a 3-point lead. Just about a minute and a half over halfway through this 4th quarter. No return for Jacksonville. They're going to start at the 25. Blake Bortles is going to come out with this deadly, deadly offense. And they're going to have an opportunity to drive down and score a touchdown or score a field goal to tie this game up. So they either tie it or take the lead and then force the Jets to make a big play. Marquise Lee is going to get a catch. Are they going to go forward progression? They might not. They won't. 2nd and 1 is the call. Going to be looking for a blitz here. Looks like they're going 3 tight ends. Or 2 tight ends, sorry, to the left side. Looks like they might run it here. That play action. That's going to be a sack. Avery Williamson getting back there on the blitz for the sack. Nice job. They tried to run play action. And we're staying with them with sacks. Whoops. Yeah, we're going to keep using auto flip, just like as if the captains are flipping the defense.
Green 80. Green 80.
And a deep pass, incomplete. Tried to pick up a first down. Looks like they're going to punt once again and give the Jets a chance to drive down and score a touchdown. Now, despite the 4 interceptions for Teddy Bridgewater, alright, I mean, I can't really say despite, because, honestly, I came into this game trying to avoid picks, and I've thrown 4. Been sacked by, like, 6 times. Crazy. We're gonna go and empty it out. Let's see what they go with. Empty it out, let's see what we can do. They're going to spy. They aren't going to spy. Quick pass, Tanner McAvoy, and he's going to pick up a first down. Nice job by Tanner on the hot read for the quick pass. We go strong curls once again. We're going to be looking. We're going to have Tanner McAvoy run a drag route, see if we can't push, if we can't pull the man-to-man going. And it looks like it's not going to be man-to-man. Looks like they're running zone, and that's a fumble. Put it on the ground and put the Jaguars in scoring position. He had it, he dropped it, he got smacked. Tried to juke somebody and just completely whiffed. Got smacked. That might be the turnover that was needed. Bortles with the deep pass and on the sideline and caught Keelan Cole. Making the clutch grab with 5 minutes remaining. And do you know how stressful this is? Knowing that the Jets are going to lose their first game despite how successful they've been, despite all their lucky breaks, despite all their turnovers. Good catch, D.D. Westbrook, and they get wrapped up there by Vernon Hargraves. Despite how much we're trying, this defense is just winning this game for the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's not the offense. It's that defense making picks, forcing fumbles, handoff Fournette, who's just struggled today. Leonard Fournette has only 27 yards off of 14 carries. Neville Hewitt has 7 tackles. Neville Hewitt vying for a spot to possibly play more linebacker. Oh, there's a wide open man right there. That's a sack though. Cameron Wake with 3.5 sacks today. His 5th sack this season, dude. He's in the past 2 games he's racked up his season high in sacks. 4th and 10. Not his season high in sacks, but his season number of sacks in the past 2 games. And the field goal will tie it up with 4 minutes remaining. Now, all the Jets have to do, take their time, drive down the field, run the ball a little bit. If they run the ball a little bit, they can score. And a big good return there, bringing out to the 33. I was a little bit more patient, might have waited until I got into the open field. We might have had a better return. Let's see. We're going to stay in the gun, but we're going to pretty much be doing a lot of inside zone runs against this D-line here. Are they going to be prepared for it? Yeah. There's a flag on the play, holding offense. Will push us back to a 1st and 20, and then that's going to pretty much set us up for a punting situation.
Offense.
So we're already set to punt. We're not going to pick up a first down. Right now it's just hope and get lucky here. Deep pass has been taken out. Short pass has been taken out. Medium pass has been taken out. Runs have been taken out. Play action has been taken out. There really just isn't much that this offense can do. Broken up. Flag on the play. Probably holding once again on the offense. Make it a 1st and 30.
Holding offense.
They're sending blitzes. Kelvin Beachum. That's going to be 1st and 30. We're going to go double slants. If they're going to keep blitzing, I'm going to start running quick passes. Will I get lucky? Are they going to blitz? No. Run man-to-man. That's almost another pick. That would have been probably a pick 6 to Miles Jack. 2nd and 30. Here we go. Find some. We're going to go 4 verts. Alright, well, they're going single safety, but Des Bryant's got plenty of space. Robbie Anderson's got plenty of space. They're playing back because they know that they've got room to work. They're going to give us the underneath stuff. It's 2nd and 30. We picked up 10 there. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 19. Call it 11. Go verticals wide drag because the play action version of this will work. Chris Conley's pretty quick. If he can beat his man, we're going to go max protect here. That's going to get Tanner McAvoy, Jamal Charles blocking. And if they blitz, which they do. Oh, we got caught up though, almost the one-handed spec catch. There's an injury, and that's going to bring up 4th and 19, calling on a punt with 3:12 remaining, and all Jacksonville has to do, drive down and kick a field goal. Breaks this tie. Sprinting down. Wrapping him up just shy of the 20, about the 23-yard line. If Chris Conley had not gotten caught, there was a little bit of a PI there that didn't get called. If it wasn't the PI call, or if there wasn't the missed PI call, should have been on Chris Conley that was deep down the field, that would have been a big 1st down and possibly a touchdown run. Here's a handoff. Fournette. Big hit as he meets with Trey Boston. 15 carries, 30 yards, 2nd and 7. If we can hold him to punt, I'll take this game to overtime. I will take this game to overtime, and I will drive down. I will hopefully stop them on their first drive. Making a man miss. Wrapped up Steve McClendon. Nice job. Trey Boston can't miss those. 3rd and 1. One more down. We hold them for one more down. We're going to go and pinch the D-line. Watch the run up the middle. But be aware of the pass. And it's going to be a run. And they go read option with Blake Bortles. And he's going to pick up a 1st down. That's fine. As long as they aren't going for big chunks. They're going to keep it on the ground. Looks like it. Pinch that D-line down. They run it outside. They run it outside. Looks like they might. Looks like they're going to pass him here. 1st down catch by Ben Koyak. And the big gain gets them in field goal range with 2 minutes to go. Ben Koyak, as they ran the quick release pattern out of the run set. Here we go, 3 tight end set here for Jacksonville. Here come the runs. Leonard Fournette, can he clean this game up? First timeout for the Jets. This is going to be 2nd and 8. They have a big task. They've got to stop the run. The run is the primary thing they've got to stop, because they're going to run it just to chew the clock. There's the counter. Wrapped up that time. Cameron Wake. The Jets can afford to wait one play because they are going to chew that clock. Oh, no, they're not. They're not going to chew the clock down. Surprise. Maybe they don't know if they're going to be able to make the field goal. If they miss the field goal, this goes to overtime. Unless I can drive down and we can kick one. Fournette with space. Almost. Picks it up. Are they going to go for the field goal? They're going to go for the field goal. But timeout is called right before Josh Lambo out to kick it. Can Quincy Wilson jump the snap and get a field goal block to save the game? No, we cannot. Josh Lambo's kick is up and good. And the Jets have to drive down and score a field goal to tie it and take it to OT with a minute and a half, no timeouts. Jacksonville has all three. The short kick to DeAnthony Thomas. DeAnthony Thomas tries to get into open field, brings it out to the 34-yard line off a very good return. He's done a very nice job today getting the ball into good field position. The play action post shot is what we scored on last time, so we're going to give it another chance and see if we can do it again. Ball for the play action. Yes, they do. Des Bryant gets the catch, and Des Bryant gets caught in bounds. They're going to try and stay with it quick. They're going to look for a screen here to Charles. They sent heavy pressure on the last one. If they run the same thing, which they do, Jamal Charles gets a block. Jamal Charles with open space. And he makes one man miss, and he's down inside the 5. They've got to spike it. And they do. Clock stops with 40 seconds. 5-yard line. As Jamal Charles makes the biggest play of the day. They're looking for a toss. If they get a toss into the end zone here, it might work for a touchdown. They're 5 yards out. They have Davion Smith in the backfield. He's not fast. Can he beat the edge? It looks like it. Davion Smith fighting. He's down to the 1. No huddle. They've got to get it in here. And the handoff. Davion Smith trying to plow forward. They've got to go for it. They don't have time. Running the sweep one more time. Can Davion Smith, this is the game. He gets to the outside. And he's stopped at the goal line. Are you kidding me? Davion Smith is stopped at the 1-yard line. They're going to try and bring it even closer if they get a safety. Oh, and Leonard Fournette's going to bounce it out and get the win. Jacksonville comes away. A very, very close game. It almost was an upset. But the Jets came into Saxonville and got torn to pieces. It was all those 6 turnovers. They led the league in yardage, in rushing yards, passing yards, yards per play. But when it came down to it, they were down at the 1. They had no timeouts. They couldn't spike it again. They had the toss. If Jamal Charles would have been in the game, that would have been a touchdown. The toss would have scored with Jamal Charles. But Davion Smith is not quite quick enough. And that's going to be the first loss for the season. But Jamal Adams and Quincy Nunwa do get to level up. So, I mean, losses happen. Jamal Adams is going to boost that zone, going to become even better. Oh, let's see what we get. We get acceleration, play rec, pursuit, tackle, and zone coverage. And it becomes an even better safety. And Quincy Nunwa we're going to keep boosting his slot. He's going to keep becoming a better and better slot receiver as he's going to gain better route running, catching traffic, and etc. His ratings, his overview, he's a 78 overall slot receiver and an 80 overall deep threat. So a very, very close game, as that's going to build them both to 3-1. Jaguars 23, Jets 20, as a very, very close game, and the game was lost on the 1-yard line. And Todd Bowles is invisible now. We're going to go ahead and advance the week for you guys just so you can see what happens as we get a bunch of people back here. Leonard Williams, Orleans Darkwa, and DeMarco Murray. So Leonard Williams is going to be our starting D-tackle, of course. Steve McLendon is also going to be the starting D-tackle. Moving to rush D tackle, that's going to be Leonard Williams. But Henry Anderson's going to back him. Alright, so going back out. I don't know why Todd Bowles is invisible, but that's a glitch. DeMarco Murray and Orleans Darkwa are both back, but Jamal Charles is going to start. He was dominating. No need to take him out. And I mean, yes, DeMarco Murray has better break tackle, but he's going to be our third down back. We're going to let Jamal Charles, we'll figure it out. Orleans Darkwa is not going to be the backup. And we're probably going to trade Orleans Darkwa. Either Orleans Darkwa or, I don't know who I'm going to trade. We'll figure it out later. Even if I even trade anybody at all. And then moving to third down back, DeMarco Murray will be my third down back. We're going to let him do that. Power back is going to be DeMarco Murray. Third down back is actually going to be Jamal Charles. Slot receiver is going to stay Quincy. Quincy Enunwa is doing a very nice job in the slot. And other than that, we've pretty much got a full healthy team. It's just there's some positions that really need some work. Again, Orleans Darkwa is back, but he's going to be buried on the depth chart at third. Davion Smith is going to stay, but unless he can level up and get some better speed and quickness, I really don't foresee him seeing too much more time on the field. Just he lost the game for us. He wasn't quick enough. If he had just a little bit more speed and he could have gotten to the end zone, if I would have dove, maybe, who knows? There's so many variables. He was stuffed on the goal line. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to catch you guys next time. I got to sit on this loss. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited for this team, and I hope you, going up against the 0-4 Broncos in the next game. I will catch you guys next time. Hope you guys have a great day, and peace.